What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another squad building challenge video. EA have blessed us with a couple more advanced squad build challenges, hybrid nations and hybrid league. So the first one, a group reward of 5,000 coins and a premium gold players pack. And the hybrid leagues is one, is that prime gold players pack? I'm not sure. What I'm going to do first guys, I'm going to do hybrid nations here in this video. I'll have another video up about an hour afterwards to have the hybrid leagues up. So quad 6s, crazy 8s and 10 nations hybrid. Quad is exchange a squad made up of 4 nations with at least 4 rare players. 6s exchange a squad made up of 6 nations with 6 rare players. Crazy 8s exchange a squad made up of 8 nations with at least 8 rare players. Wow, rares. We're looking at rares now. Crazy. And 10 nation hybrid is exchange a squad made up of 10 nations. So the chemistry will go through as we go through, but we're going to start off guys with the quad. So we need exactly 4 nationalities, a 77 rated team, 4 rare players, 70 chemistry, which should be quite easy, and players from the same nation being a maximum of 4. So you want to do this as cheap as possible. I don't necessarily know how to do it as cheap as possible without like really kind of putting some thought into it. So what we'll do for now is do the theory behind how to do it, and the fact that you only need 70 chemistry, I would say go for your centre backs and goalkeeper as the rares, right? So we're going to go for goalkeeper. It needs to be over 77 rated, so you want to go for guys that are just cheap as crap, and Lopez is one of those. To my knowledge, he like 800 coins, right? Like, yeah, 700 start price. There you go, he's not even 1,000 coins. So we start with Lopez, and that's one player straight away. Now we want to go with Portugal. So we want to get a couple of Portuguese centre-backs. These don't have to necessarily be super high rated, but Alves would be a good one. And in fact, Carico would be a good one as well, just because they should be quite cheap due to their pace. Yeah, so he's not even selling for 650 coins, which is brilliant, which means he is super cheap. Now, obviously, people are going to watch me do this. They're going to go ahead and buy these players themselves, raising the price up. So try and use players that I don't use. It will just help everybody out. And Carico there, again, 750, no bid. So we're looking at super low prices for these so far. Players from the same nation is a maximum of 4. So we want to get a 4th Portuguese centre-back if possible. Pinto would be a good shout as well. Do we get a strong link anywhere with Pinto? We don't. So Pinto would be a good shout. He's untradeable for me, but again, because of his lack of pace, he will be relatively cheap for you to buy. You're looking at 700 to 800 coins. So that's your 4 rare players done, right? Not only that, but you've got good chemistry on this team already. You now just need 4 nationalities and 77 rated. So at this point, you can do pretty much anything as long as you don't go more than 4 nations. So what I would suggest, again, for chemistry reasons, is getting the 2 strikers, maybe going Bundesliga. Bundesliga would be a great shout, because you get the cheap German players from the Bundesliga. You want to go position striker, Bundesliga. They don't have to be the rare golds anymore, so you just want to get the cheapest players. And I would say Wagner would be one cheap player, and we'll get another German striker for another cheap player, which would be Peterson. And we're going to have the rating covered, no problem. And with a German cam, we're going to have... I don't know actually if I want to use a German cam because of the recent squad builder challenge. But Maya, I think is untradeable for me, but Maya won't be too much either. We've now done the chemistry. We've done the rares. We've got 2 nations. We need exactly 4. Because we've already done the chemistry, at this point, you just need to find any players that suit who you have in your team to fill in the rest of the team, basically. So you can go Bundesliga if you like. We can take Kalu. I would assume Kalu doesn't sell for much. Remember, this isn't about league. This is about nation. So yeah, 700 coins for Kalu, 600 there for Kalu. So that's one nation done. The next player that we're going to throw in is going to be, I suppose we could put in some Germans here. This guy and this guy are definitely absolutely useless. Now, these don't even have to be gold. All you need is 4 rares and 77 team rating. My team rating is already above 77. So you could even do a bronze. Do I have any bronze player here that's going to be suited to... I think I have a German bronze player. We can't use him because he doesn't work for the nation. I could probably do any... Basically, I want any German bronze is what I'm looking for. There you go. This goalkeeper here, we throw him in. He works for us. He works for us because... nationality is exactly 4. Do I not have 4 nations? Oh no, I actually need a different nation. Oh, well then that guy works perfectly. That previous guy is ideal. This guy here, he's solid for us. Players from the same nation, maximum 4. All right, I have one too many Germans now, don't I? All right, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. I'm doing the wrong thing. We don't need all these German. We need a non-German cam that also is from the Bundesliga. Is what we're looking for. So I was trying to get it super cheap without like thinking about the ramifications of what was going on. It doesn't even have to be a cam. A non-German striker in that cam spot would be more than sufficient. So Modest is a pretty good shout. You want someone who's also going to have a right mid from the Bundesliga from that same nation. So we need. We could go French. We could go Argentinian. Let's go Argentinian. Let's go with this guy here, De Blasis. That's going to be most of the stuff done except for 11 players. So now we can't have a German, we can't have a Portuguese because we've got 4 of each of those. So we need either an Ivory Coast player or an Argentinian from the Bundesliga. I will check to see. Well, I know for a fact there's Argentinians, right? We can go Bundesliga here, nationality. In fact, it doesn't even have to be from the Bundesliga. It could just be any Ivory Coast or any Argentinian. Let me reset all of this. Let me go to any here. Let me go to nation. Let me go to Argentina and see who I've got and what I've got in my club. Because if I've got like a silver or a bronze Argentinian player, I would be very, very happy. I'm making things very difficult for myself. Silver Argentinian, I have lots of silver Argentinians. Bronze Argentinians, I have none. So I'm going to go ahead and take a silver Argentinian because he will be worthless. This guy here will be worthless, and he will work. There you go. So we do end up getting it a bit cheaper. You only need to, once you get the chemistry and the team rating, nothing else matters. So for us, we've got 4 Germans, 4 Portuguese, 2 Bundesliga players, and then 1 extra nation. It's super easy. You get a premium gold players pack for it. We're going to submit it in. You get 41 days to complete this as well, guys. So don't go rushing buying these players like crazy expensive because I've made them in a video. Make sure you get, make sure you're sensible with how you're spending your money. So now we need 6 nations, 2 maximum from a nation, 79 rated, 6 rare players, 80 chemistry. Again, this should be quite easy. Now, the easiest way to do this would be so you need 6 nations, same nation, maximum 2. So you could quite easily get a left wing and a right wing, and then a counterpart for them. So we could go Italian. I think Italian on the left-hand side. So we'll go an Italian left wing and then an Italian left mid. Would be quite easily done. I assume I have some Italians. Let's go for Italy here. There's so many of them available. So there you go. So an Italian left wing and oh no, actually I don't want this guy. I want the other guy because he's from he's not even from the right league either. Nope. So, I mean, we could do that. We can go for Italy, Calcio A kind of thing. What you want now, you want to get a Calcio A striker. Of course, we are going to need some quite high-rated players. So any cheap, high-rated Calcio A player would be nice. Edin Dzeko is definitely one of those. So we'll throw Edin Dzeko in there. Now, midfielders, again, you need 79, 80 rated players. Brozovic, Asamoah, Struman. Is Struman cheap? I think Struman's quite cheap. And he gets a strong link to Dzeko, and he's a rare player. So yeah, you're looking at like 1,000 coins for Struman. That's perfect. He's one of our 6 rares. We need another rare. It's going to be Alan. He's going to be one of our rares. I think Alan is also very, very cheap. And of course, he has a different nationality to him. So he's not even... There you go, 900 coins. Alan, perfect. Very cheap for him. So we need exactly 6 nations. So we need a Brazilian. This might be a little bit more difficult than I've done here. We need a Brazilian centre-back, or Dutch centre-back. The 3 could be quite good. He works. How much does the 3 go for? Yeah, not even 700 coins. Perfect for him. And we get another centre-back from the Calcio A of this guy, who gets the same nation as Dzeko, obviously is perfect, and he can't go for much. Yeah, 850, not even buying him. Another really cheap player. We've nearly got the chemistry. We got 2 Dutch, 2 Bosnians, 2 Italians. A Brazilian would be ideal. I don't have a Brazilian centre-back. Let's take a look at the goalkeeper. See if we've got a Brazilian goalkeeper from the Calcio A. I mean, we do. We have Alisson's regular card. That's perfect. Now, as long as he doesn't go for more than about 800 coins, I'm happy to use him because 80 rated as well. He's ideal. Yeah, 1300, no one buying him. 650, perfect. There you go. So 650 for Alisson. We've now got 4 rares. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 nations. So we've got 2 nations available to us. And we need 2 more rare cards. and chemistry is largely irrelevant. So we could do Rudiger. Let's check how much Rudiger goes for. Rudiger gives us the chemistry. As long as he's not too expensive, I don't mind. Oh, he's not even being bid on for 650. That's another player. I would just want to double check to make sure he's not like, you know, some anomaly there. As long as there's like, yeah, buy now of 1,100 not being picked up. Super cheap, 950 not being picked up, super cheap. So we get Rudiger in, and our chemistry is done. Our chemistry's done. Our team rating is head and shoulders done. We need one rare player, and it has to be either a German, and then just we could literally do any German player, and then any random right wing. So a German right mid. We do need one rare. We need one shiny. So if we throw in this Hella guy, I know is only 600 coins. I know for a fact. So we've got 85 chemistry. We're 78 rated. So basically, I need any right wing. Just any right wing. Any at all. It doesn't even have to be German. Let's see if we've got a bronze right wing. We don't have a bronze right wing. A silver right wing, I know we would have. And we can't use Dutch or Italian. We can use this guy here, the French guy, Robic. That should be it. And it indeed is. So we cover the rating, we cover the chemistry, we cover the 6 items. This was easy to do, guys. None of these players, absolutely none of them at this current time, are worth more than 1,000 coins. None of them. If you start paying more than 1,000 coins, stop doing this squad building challenge and wait. This is here for 41 days. I know people are going to rush and build and take this exact same team that I have. Also, there'll be some people that take this team and have 79 chemistry. And they're like, wait, why do I have less chemistry than you? Well, the reason being is because I have, see the little green shields there? That's the loyalty chemistry. To get that, you either have to pack the player or play 10 games with the player. I have a video on my channel called the No Loss Glitch, which explains exactly how to get the 10 games on the player within about 20 minutes. Doesn't affect your record, it's offline, and it doesn't affect any of your opponents. So you can go ahead and do that. But that, guys, is the team there done. Very, very easy formula. Like a Prime Gold Players Pack, we've spent less than 10,000 coins there for a 45,000 coin pack. That is amazing. Submit that squad. Job done. We now move on to the Crazy 8. Now it's going to start getting a bit more difficult here. Exactly 8 nations. Oh, it's going to be easy with this formation. Players from same nation is maximum 3. Rare players is 8. Team rating is a minimum of 68, which means you can get bronzes and silvers into this one. This is a silver squad builder challenge. This one is. So you need 8 nations. Players from the same nation, a maximum of 3. The team chemistry has to be 88. It is quite difficult. The way we did it last time is you do your goalkeeper and your 2 centre backs from one nation, and your 2 strikers from one nation, but from the different leagues, and then you do the same league down the end, getting through the nations. So we're going to see what goalkeepers we have available to us. Now, I'm going to try and do this with silver. I might screw up trying to do this with silver, but I'm going to try and do this with silver. And we'll start off with Argentina, because I know I had a lot of those Argentinian centre-backs. We'll see what we've got for an Argentinian centre-back. Let's actually go nation Argentina. I'm going to try and do this through the Argentinian League and the Mexican League. That's what I'm going to try and do it through. So we'll take the low-end versions of these guys. Any guy with like super low pace. I mean, both of these have 50 pace. So we'll take this guy and we'll take this guy. So we're going to do it like this, right? So we've already got good chem here. We've got 3 Argentinians. So we can't have Argentinian anymore. We need 8 nations. We've got 1. So we need a right back from the Argentinian League that's not from Argentina. It might actually be difficult to do it with these leagues because they're going to be heavy. Yeah, see, it's going to be heavy on Argentina players. So I'm not going to be able to do it with the Argentinian League. That's sad. Let's get rid of these guys. Let's do it how we did it before. Spain and BPL. Let's just go with. We need rare 8 rare players as well. You don't need to do it with gold players. I'm probably going to do it with gold players. Let's take a La Liga goalkeeper. Someone who's going to be dirt cheap, and Adan is one of those. You then want a La Liga centre-back, probably from the same club, but not the same. You could get away with doing it like that, couldn't you? Although we're going to do it the easy way. I'm going to do it the easy way to show you guys the formula. So you want Spain centre-back. Boom. We might go Germany, actually. I'm going to use Elizondo here, who's perfect. And then in at the other centre-back spot, I'm going to go with the Bundesliga, because you've got, what's his name? Martinez and Bartra, who are both super cheap. But we'll go with Dominguez here, who I think is also like basically nothing. 1,000, yeah, 950 there, 600, perfect. So these guys are all super cheap. So we've got our Spain, right? Now we need a Bundesliga left back that's not Spanish and basically from any nation at all. Bundesliga. It doesn't even have to be a gold left back. It just has to be a Bundesliga left back. We'll see what we've got. We'll see if we've got any silvers. We don't. So we'll take Baba. For me, he's untradeable. I know for a fact that he's worth 700 coins because even when that Schalke squad building challenge was up a little while ago, he was still only worth 700 coins. So Baba goes in there, no problem at all. We need a Bundesliga centre midfielder from any nation really, but it's important that we get the striker set up correctly. So we'll go with Rudy here. Now the striker has to be from the same team as this guy, but not the same nation. So have we got... There you go. Perfect. Look at that. There you go. These guys are ideal for me right now. So I do need rare players, though. How many have I got? I need every player from now on to be rare. So I can't skimp and scrape here. It has to be a rare player. And this guy, as long as he isn't worth anything, he is perfect. As long as Kostic is not worth, like, yeah, 650 coins, no one's buying him. He's not even worth 1,000 coins. Perfect. Ideal. Because now what we've got is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nations already. The right-hand side will require... We require 3 more nations and 4 more rare players. So Syria... Sorry, not Syria. We don't want Bundesliga right now. We want La Liga. So we want a La Liga right back that's not Spanish, basically. Danilo, I don't know if I'd spend money on Danilo. This guy could be good. Rosales. Rosales could be alright. Let's make sure he's not worth anything to anyone. 900 doesn't sell. 350 bid on him. 700 doesn't sell. So Rosales goes in there. Oh no, it has to be a shiny player, doesn't it? My bad. I'm not gonna use Danilo. Let me see what I've got as untradeable in my club. I've got Douglas. Do I have a Brazilian already? Oh, actually I can't use him. He's for my fatal. That'd be terrible if I used him. We have some Brazilians here. There you go. Mariano would be a good shout. Even this Mikel Macedo guy, he's worthless. Go grab him. He is worthless. So, Mariano goes in. We've got a Brazilian. It's another rare. We need a centre midfielder from this league. Again, it has to be shiny. And again, it can't be from a nation that we've already used. Now, bear in mind, guys, you don't have to use a centre midfielder. A CDM or a cam would also be sufficient here. It also doesn't have to be gold. Bear that in mind. Now, I know that both of these dudes, Fernandez and Hernandez, are worth nothing. We don't have an Argentinian. He will actually work perfectly for us because we will be using a different Argentinian player. So we've now got 6 nations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've now got 7 nations. No, this is ideal. And the reason why this is ideal, guys, is because we need a right midfielder. Perez is perfect. Look at this. This is just easy. And then up front, I'm going to be using what's his name? The Argentinian striker. I can't remember his name. It will come to me when I see him in a second. There you go. Vieto. No, not even Vieto. I don't want Vieto. I want the other guy. I don't have the other guy. I'll use Vieto. You know who I'm talking about. The actual guy from Atletico Madrid. So this is it done, guys. Easy as you like. 8 nations. 3 nations max. 8 rare players. You do not need to use gold players. You can use as many silvers as you want, as you can, throw your hat at. Silvers will be sufficient. The reason why I've done it like this, you want to link up your centre-backs with a goalkeeper and then have 2 leagues down either side. It just makes it easier to break the nations up. The only thing that you need to be wary of is that your striker and centre midfielder, they absolutely need a strong link between each other. Otherwise, you won't get enough chemistry. And again, if you don't have the player chem on these players, if you don't have the green shield, you'll come up with 90 chem. So that is actually enough to do this, to do the 88 chem. But there you go. What we get for this is 2,000 coins and a 2 rare gold player pack. So a decent pack for doing this, but I've overspent here. I would suggest and urge you guys to go look into your clubs for the silver players that you've got. Just pick 2 leagues that have a lot of silvers with a lot of different nations. BPL and Championship, great for that. Absolutely great. So you could easily do it with those. But that's the formula for you anyway. That's the formula. We complete that. We move on to the 10-nation hybrid. Now this is actually going to be ridiculously easy. Gold, 10 nations, 100 chem. You just pick a league. You just pick any league that you want. And I'm probably going to go with the Premier League because it's just ridiculously easy. And there are obscene amounts of silly players like Marshall. I'm going to double check to make sure everyone isn't worth too much. I would say Janmat probably isn't worth too much. We want centre backs now. Let me go and see who we've got available to us. So Johnny Evans and Wimmer. Bruno Mars Indy you can't use. Espinoza, great. Clavan would be great. There's so many available in the BPL. The only thing that you're going to likely spend a little bit of extra cash on will be the fullbacks. And the reason why I say that is, do we already have a Scottish? We do have a Scottish. The reason why I say that is because if I can use untradables, actually I will. I'm not using any of those untradables. Yeah, the reason why I say that is because some of the fullbacks in the BPL, they are relatively expensive. I don't know why. They just seem to go for crazy coins. Although actually 750 for him maximum, ideal. There's one there for 450 not even being bid on, and I want to check Janmat as well. I just want to check these players just to make sure they're under 1,000 coins. Oh, perfect. 550 for Janmat. Johnny Evans here. Big old Johnny Evans. Tell me he's not. I need to take it. There you go. 850 for him. 600 right there for Johnny Evans. Perfect. I know that guy won't be there. And again, for the centre mids, you can use CDM, centre mids, or cams. You just want to go and take an absolute piece of garbage that no one cares about. Gibson. Perfect. Do we have an Englishman? We don't. Noble. Perfect. Cleverly would be ideal as well. I don't know about the French guy there. We have a Northern Irish already. Do we have a Welsh? Did I take a Welsh left back? I didn't. Alan might be a bit dangerous to use right now just because of the fact he's got an inform, so he's not impacted at the moment. But these guys here, we've got a Swede for Larsson. Again, just to make sure he's cheap, 650 there. We're spending less than 10, probably about 7,000 coins on this team here, guys. Mark Noble, 700 coins is most. That's the first one. He's not being bought, so he's cheaper than that. He's cheaper than what you see him for straight away because they're not being bought. 350 for Gibson. No one's buying. Bang. That's most of our team done. Now it gets a bit tricky because you've got to make sure you haven't got the correct nations in there. Buffal, and I'll tell you what, I know Buffal is a shiny card. He only goes for 800 coins. He's untradeable for me, and I'm going to use him because he's untradeable for me, but he only goes for 800 coins. So you're golden with Buffal. Amrabat would be a good shout here. Mbakani or Rondon would all be good shouts. Let's take a double check on... well, Amrabat would only be good if you didn't use Buffal at left wing, I guess. But we'll check Rondon here. 650 coins, happy days. And then for the right wing, because we already have 100 chemistry, and we have that because of loyalty chem, bear that in mind when you do this, we can put anyone of any nation in any position here as long as they're from the Premiership. It doesn't have to be a right wing. It could be a centre back. It could be Clavan. We could go and get Clavan and throw him in here, and he would work for us. So I'm just going to go and find like this guy, Nordviet. He works. He just works. National. Oh wait, you need 10 nations. No, NepentheZ is an idiot. Let's go and get ourselves. What have I got? Have I got English? Let's go and get an English player. Let's just go and get any English player. England's Premier League. Doesn't have to be right. I'm not going to trade in Sterling. Let's have a word. Let's go and see who we've got here. Scott Dan. Ideal. Absolutely ideal. Scott Dan is perfect. Make sure again that he doesn't sell for anything. Yeah, 900, no, 700 there not being bought. Perfect. That is our team, guys. 10 nations. Easy as you like. No rating required. Just gold players. This team is genuinely worth about 7,000 coins, and we get a premium gold players pack for it. Perfect. We submit the squad, and with that, we have completed the hybrid nations. It was easy. It was genuinely easy. It wasn't difficult at all. We get a premium gold players pack, 5,000 coins, ideal. What we come out of here is a lot for not a lot. We've got a lot of stuff in our inventory here. Premium gold players pack, a premium gold players pack, a premium gold players pack, a prime gold players pack, and a 2 reg players pack. This is great. I don't even care how much we make back. We have made profit off of this 1 billion%. 2 rare gold players pack is what we'll start with. I can't expect too much out of this. However, this time they are tradable. We actually get, wow, we get Slimani. We get Slimani in a 2 players pack, and I know he sells. I don't know how much he sells for. He's low right now, actually, you know. That's interesting. He's only 1,800. I'm going to send him to a trade pile and hold him there, because when a BPL squad builder challenge comes out that requires high-rated players, Slimani is going to be the dude that people... Slimani and Giroud are like the go-to guys. So we get a premium gold players pack, and we're going to get I was hoping for Vardy for a second there. We get Andy Carroll, Mandy Andy. A whole bunch of players that would be useful to us for squad building challenges. We'll send those to the club. And a whole bunch of players who aren't necessarily useful, but aren't not useful either. Keane here might be worth a bit. This guy here, Cat Sunday, the Kaiser Chiefs, they still have a squad building challenge available. He might be worth a bit. Premium Gold Players Pack again. Nothing coming out of this one again. Unfortunately, no pause, which means no walkout. And we get ourselves Kier. Again, a good one for using ratings because of how high rated he is. We also get a nice BPL right back there. Oh no, Championship right back. Hello. Do you even watch football? Few decent players. Some players that we've used. Send them back into the club. Happy days. I've sent all of these guys to the trade pile. Now, I will be able to sell these on for, you know, a little bit of profit, like I said. But the most important thing is here, this one isn't what I get back for it, because there's not really that much impact that's great right now. Apart from Informs and Legends, you're not really looking to get much out of it. But what I think is amazing about this one is not what we get back for it, but how little we had to put into it. Last time I knew Balotelli, he was worth 6k. I wonder what he's worth now. Oh, he's down to 2k. That's crazy. So yeah. We've definitely made profit off of this. We did it for super cheap anyway. I've filled up my trade pile with players. I managed to complete it for basically nothing, and I had a chance at getting something in packs. Unfortunately for me, I didn't get anything in the packs. Johan Kabay there coming up big as an 81 rated player. So I didn't necessarily get anything in these packs, but I did it for 3. I showed you guys the formula. You guys get to see exactly how easy that was. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.